There's a problem with Bakugan, and I think Spin Master knows it. Let me tell you why. What is up, guys? My name is Sparky Midori, otherwise known as the Prince of Darkus. Now, I recorded this video about 3 days ago in anticipation for today, but at the end of it all, when I was busy editing, I felt very unhappy with it. So I'm just gonna have it like flashing on screen, a little bit of it, to show you guys what I'm talking about. But in the video, I was comparing the American prices of Bakugan, and these are still old Bakugan from like Wave 1 and 2 on Amazon, to the stuff that's available to me in South Africa right now, which, keep in mind, is a third world country. Now, the price comparison I did show that there was definitely a massive difference. Okay? So, to give you an idea, the starter pack that I bought was from season Wave 1 of the new Bakugan Battle Planet set, Battle Brawlers. But it had the Aqua's Garganoid Ultra, my Darkus Hydrus, and a Ventus Serpentes. And that cost me about 600 Rand. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot in terms of other countries if you convert it. But in retrospect, that's a lot more than you'd think. See, because 600 Rand here, that's expensive. That's really expensive for toys. Little 3 balls, some cards, and magnets. That's expensive. But a US citizen pays 100% cheaper. Oh, no, sorry, I'm doing that math wrong. Pays half. Sorry, there you go. Pays 50% of what I paid for this set. And I'm not even making this up. I'm showing the screenshots on screen right now of the conversions I did to check this math out. The typical American citizen pays half for a starter set than a South African does. And remember, I said keep in mind that South Africa is a third world country, meaning we don't have the richest people around. We don't have the best infrastructure. Things are a lot more expensive as they are. And yet, America and Spin Master are still pulling this card that we have to pay more. Now, that's a little unfair, don't you think? And I wanted to record this add-on because I just came off of YouTube from a video I watched from another Bakugan YouTuber. I was in the comments, and I started having a little conversation in the comment section with someone from, I can't remember where, but they use euros. And there, they don't even have the starter sets. They don't have a lot of the triple packs. I think they only have the singles and like some of the boosters. That's it. And that's from Wave 1, just like me in South Africa. And they pay more than an American citizen does. And the euro is much stronger than the American dollar. That seems a little unfair. Out of whack, because you're paying more in the first place, plus the euro is stronger to the dollar. Whereas South Africa, the rand is weaker, much weaker, tremendously weaker. I think at this point for recording the video, it's like 13, 14 rand for a dollar. So to me, it only makes a little bit more sense. Oh, there's my cat. It only makes a bit more sense to charge less for a country that can't physically afford it, or charge less with a country that's got a better or stronger currency than the producing country. Now, I'm not for certain, I haven't looked at the legal stuff of it, but Spin Master of America, as far as I'm aware, charges much less than the countries around the world for Bakugan. I don't know why, but it just seems very unfair for me, who, well, not just me, other content creators I've seen from places like England, from South Africa, from, there's one other country in mind, I can't remember now, but it's in the same place where they use euros. They want to make Bakugan content, but are physically unable to because the exchange of these Bakugan is so tremendously huge and vast between the countries. It's mind-boggling how this is seen as fair, especially considering I paid double what an American would pay for a starter set that's outdated. My pack is 5 months old from Wave 1. where an American today would buy a new one for half the price I paid for an outdated set. And that's not even from my country. That's on Amazon's prices as well. I'm using those as an example because that's the only way for me to get relatively newish Bakugan in South Africa to make content, to do unboxings, to do comparisons, to do deck analysis, etc. Or deck building. Sorry, not deck analysis. And it's a lot harder to like get people into Bakugan when the price of it is so high as it is. I mean, if you guys had to pay, I'm just going to try and put the figures up on screen right now. If you guys had to pay 50% more for your Bakugan triple sets or battle packs, or double for a starter set, would you still buy it? Or would you just leave it? And I don't know how legitimate this claim is from the person I had the conversation with on this YouTube video. I'm putting screenshots up on screen right now as I'm talking. But they said they had a talk with Ventus Knight saying prices won't change for other countries. Waves will still be coming out at regular speed, so I'm still going to be stuck in wave 1 when everyone else is like wave 13. I'm just guessing in the future here. And I'm still going to be charged more than an American would. That just, to me, seems extremely biased. I mean, I get Tokyo, Japan, Pokemon Center in Japan and America. That's their main target market. That's been going on for years. I can't do anything about that. But Bakugan is still new. Well, the reboot is new. And it can change. Things can be made available for people all around the world. The fandom is not just in America. It's a global phenomenon. People that I've spoken to in South Africa remember Bakugan when I just held up a ball. One of the original ones, the old ones, my Pyrus Monorus. I held that thing up, and they immediately had flashbacks to Bakugan and how amazing it was. And when I told them about the reboot, they were excited. But then there's no Bakugan. Or there is, but it's overpriced. I don't know. To me, it just seems extremely biased towards American audiences rather than on a global scale because it's overcharged to people. It's overpricing people. They're very limited and they're outdated. You can't play in the competitive scene with outdated Bakugan. You can't make big decks because they're limited and they're overpriced. To make a starter set, I would have to buy, if I want to make one myself, without getting a starter pack that cost me 600 Rand, I would have to go and buy a 500 Rand 3-pack and then get additional boosters that are 70 to 80 Rand, depending on where you buy it. I've seen 2 stores with 2 different prices. And that is insane. I mean, I hear people saying they're paying $8 for a core Bakugan. For me, that's over 100 Rand. That's like, what? That's only 100 Rand. Yeah, I worked that out. That's only 100 Rand for a core Bakugan. But here you pay 180 Rand for a core Bakugan and 200 something, I know it's more, I think it's like 250 or 240 for an Ultra. Where America, you pay like, what, 10 bucks? I think, I could be wrong. The numbers are up on screen right now to correct me from when I recorded this a long time ago. And to me, it just seems a little unfair. And not just me, other people as well. This person I talked to in the comments of this video, I'm just blocking the video out so the video doesn't get all kinds of bombardment. But, I don't know. If you guys had to pay this kind of price for Bakugan, would you still get into it in America? Please tell me in the comments down below. I'm very eager to hear you guys' opinions. Also, I'm sorry that there's no like unboxing or something today. I was going to do that, but then I want to make this video instead. So either an unboxing is going to happen soon. I don't know how soon because I need the money for it. Or I'm going to do a gameplay video on Friday or Thursday. I'm very crunched for time now. I'm having like 3 tests this week, one of which is my driver's learner's test. So I'm very stressed. But after all this, I just want to say that I have my new Patreon up and running for Bakugan content. So if you guys head down to the link in the description down below, you can go to my Patreon page and you can, at the very least, I'm not saying you have to, if you want to help make Bakugan content for this channel, especially since the price is so high over here in South Africa. I have to pay double what you guys do or 50% more. You can help support by donating at least $1 to get featured in videos, and if you pay $2, you get featured in videos and access to my private Discord for Bakugan, and we can make more content. Because I want to do more unboxings, at the very least, like just simple core Bakugan. That would be amazing if I could. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching the video. If you did like it, please hit the like button down below. Tell me your comments about this whole price thing around the world and accessibility. And subscribe if you want to see more Bakugan content, or just join the Darkus army. And I will see all of you guys in the next video. Bye bye!